welcome to the IELTS speaking test. Can you introduce yourself first?
Alright, so my name is Luna.
Alright, Luna. The test has 3 parts. We are going to start with part 1. Just going to ask you questions, and please feel comfortable in answering. Are you a student now?
Yes, I'm a student. I'm doing a bachelor degree at University.
Alright, can you talk about your routine?
My daily routine is just like the other person. At the morning, I usually wake up, eat my breakfast, and then try to do some homework. And especially is prepare for my lesson. And in the afternoon, I will take class at my school. I will study 5 subjects, and then it ends at 5 p.m. And then I go home, take a shower, eat my dinner, and then start to go to my extra class.
Alright, let's move on and talk about shopping. Who does most of the shopping in your household?
So I think that I and my mother do the most of shopping in my household because we are women, so we love to buy things for our family, like the new ingredients to cook, or maybe some decoration for the house. And also we love to be on trend every time. So we usually shopping for new clothes.
Is shopping a popular activity in your country?
Yes, I think it's very popular. Most is for women. Women in Vietnam, they usually shopping a lot. They can shopping offline, like they go directly to the shopping center, or maybe the store to buy, or maybe they can shopping online.
What types of shops do teenagers like best in your country?
It depends really. We are teenagers, so we have to manage our time to study too, not only shopping. So when we're not study, when we're free, in our leisure time, we usually prefer to go to shopping offline because maybe the things there is more quality. But if we don't have time, if we're busy, we gonna prefer shopping online more because we think that shopping offline is time consuming.
Talk about films. How often do you go to the cinema?
I go to the cinema usually 4 times a year. I am a student, so I don't have much time to go to the movie, but I usually prefer to go watch it after my semester, or maybe after a very hard school year.
What types of films do you like best?
I and my friends usually prefer to watch honor movie because they're quite scary, but we love it because it's like adventurous. So yeah.
What types of films you don't like?
I don't like animated much because maybe we grow up already. Now we're 13, so animation is just for the kids.
Okay, that's the end of part one of the test. We are going to move on to part two. In this test, you are given a topic. You are given a minute to prepare for the topic, and after a minute, you are going to speak for more than 2 minutes. Okay? So this is your topic. Alright. You are given a minute to prepare for this, and there's a pen and a paper there on the table. And I will tell you when to start and stop writing. Okay? Alright, you can use the pen and the paper. And your 1 minute starts now. Alright, your 1 minute is up. You can start by saying what your topic is.
So that was very important in my life that I couldn't forget. It's just 2 years ago when I was 11. I had a plan to go abroad, and that was almost Halloween too. It was the 28th of October, and I had a flight to Ho Chi Minh City at first, and then we stayed, and I went with my brother and my uncle. We stayed in Ho Chi Minh City for 2 days and had a flight to Singapore. It took us 3 hours from here to Singapore, and we stayed there for 3 days. We went to a lot of places, but in one night we decided to go to the Chinatown, which was the place that I bought my Halloween clothes with my brother. My brother, he chose the Batman suit, and I'm a girl, so I prefer the witch. And at Halloween night, we wore those clothes and went outside. We decided to go to each house to play trick or treat. Everything happened very smoothly. It was very fun. A lot of people gave us candy and we loved it. But there was one house. She wasn't. She didn't give us the candy. So I, my brother, and some of my friends who went in that trip with me, we decided to play a treat on her. Just a funny treat. We made a fake ghost and then tried to turn off all the lights in her house. and make the ghost appear. She was very afraid, so she gave us more candy than than the other two. That was a very interesting event, and I kind of enjoyed it. And I think that I would never forget that night. And then we had a flight back to Vietnam after 3 days stay there. I was so happy.
Okay, so you've been talking about an important event. I'm going to ask you questions which relates to your answers in part two. What days are important in your country?
There are a lot of days important in my country. Big days such as Women's Days and Teachers' Day. They all celebrate. And is also Independence Day, which is celebrated on the 2nd of September. I think that is the most important day in my country.
Why is it important to have national celebrations?
I think that is important because that day we can have we can have day off, so we can release our stress and gather around with our family or maybe hang out with our friends so that we could have fun after a very hard day at work and school.
How is the way your national celebrations are celebrated now different from the way they were celebrated in the past?
It was not much difference, but just take an example like Tet holiday. The day before, we just gonna see firework at our house too, at our directly our house. But now the government forbid it, so we have to go out. And just nothing changes much. We still gonna make luncheon, mantet, and we gonna hang out with our parents, go to our relatives and friends' house.
Are there any celebrations from other countries that you celebrate in your country?
I think that yes, this is a celebration. It's not too common, but we also celebrate. Is Halloween. We now celebrate. It is not a popular celebration, but we still celebrate it at our English center and our school too.
What are the benefits of having events celebrated by many people on the same day?
Can you repeat the question?
What are the benefits of having events celebrated by many people on the same day?
So I think that there are a lot of benefits of having an event celebrated on the same days. The first thing is I think that we can have more free time together. We can hang around. We can do anything we want. But usually, as the usual day, we usually get busy. But in that event, we can do whatever we want in the suitable time.
Alright, that's the end of the test. And we are going to give you the result of your speaking test a week after the test. Right? Thank you so much